Hey guys, it's Tate from the Ski Monster, and today we're going to talk a little bit about shells and decide if it's going to be the right type of jacket for you when you're skiing, either in the resort or if you're in the side country or backcountry. We're going to go through 3 different shells that are all going to be of different weights and different features. Now, a shell is really nice because it's a super versatile jacket and it has a really good hard shell on the outside. It's going to keep you warm in different ways than down insulation or any sort of synthetic insulation will keep you warm, because they are very windproof and very waterproof. So you're basically not letting anything in and only dumping the heat that needs to be dumped if you are sweating or overheating. The way that all of this is measured is in grams. And so when it really comes down to it, you're kind of jumping from 500 grams to 600 grams to 700 grams, which are, in the end, not that much of a difference. But if you're trying to throw that into your pack, or if you're exerting a whole lot of energy on the way uphill, those grams are really going to count. When you're in a shell that's going to be kind of down at that 400 and 500 gram weight, even though it's still a hard shell, it's going to skew more on the soft shell side of things in order to keep the weight down. So even though it's still going to be a windproof and waterproof jacket, it's not necessarily going to be as hardy as a shell that's of a higher weight, meaning it's just not going to be quite as warm. What you're gaining in a shell that's at that higher weight class, which is closer to 700, 800 grams, are features on the jacket that are going to keep you a little bit warmer, whether that's thumb gaiters to keep your arms warm, whether that's a snow gaiter here to keep your midsection a little bit more warm, or whether that's just the thickness and the hardiness of the shell of the jacket that is just going to add a little bit of extra protection versus something of a lighter or softer variety. So we're going to start out with the lightest of them. This is from North Face's Summit series. This is going to be a Future Light jacket. Not necessarily going to be the perfect jacket for you if all you're doing is resort skiing in a pretty cold climate. This is not going to be fully resort featured in that you won't have the thumb guards, which kind of keep your hands and arms a little bit warmer, and you're not going to have a snow skirt, which helps keep your chest and your torso a little bit warmer. This is really just a jacket that's meant to be lightweight and perfect for touring. It's a jacket that helps dump heat through the membrane and also through the pit vents here. If you want to wear it at the resort and you don't think that you're going to be too cold, it's still going to be a great shell of a jacket, especially if you have the right layers. But you should really think a little bit about what sort of activity you're going to be doing and whether or not you might want something a little bit heavier and a little bit warmer. The next step up is going to be the Lofoten Gore-Tex jacket from Nerona. This is probably my favorite jacket of the season, or at least my favorite shell. While this jacket is still going to be awesome in the backcountry and side country, again, for its ability to dump heat through its Gore-Tex membrane and also through its awesome vents, it's going to have a few more features that are going to be friendly at the resort, most notably a snow skirt that is still removable if you want to drop as much weight as you can. But that helps, again, keep that torso and chest a little bit warmer. And the material is just a little bit thicker than that of the Future Light one. With the proper layers, this is a totally fine jacket to be wearing year-round at the resort, but also year-round if you're touring. The third jacket here is the Flylow Billy Coat, and I wish that you could just be here with me to feel the difference in how much thicker this shell feels than the Nerona shell before it. It is going to be fully taped, fully waterproof, so you're still staying warm the same way that you'll stay warm in either of those 2 jackets, but it's going to be the most resort heavy of those, where you have a pass pocket for your RFID pass, you have the snow skirt in here. You still don't get that thumb guard that you would on a normal insulated resort style jacket, but because of the weight of it and the waterproofing and windproofing on this jacket, again with the proper layers, you're going to be pretty happy year-round in this coat at the resort, or the breathable membrane to help you if you're in that backcountry or side country. If you're a person who only skis at the resort, who tends to ski in pretty cold places, or if you're the type of person who just generally runs really cold, if you're cold going out to your car in the morning, if you're cold walking the dog in the morning, a shell might not be the one for you. But if you are skiing and getting that heart rate up by doing any sort of trekking or hiking, or if you generally just run a little bit warmer, a shell is a really great and versatile option to wear for the whole year. If you have any other questions at all, give us a phone call, hit us up on live chat, or visit theskimonster.com to book an appointment and visit our store in Boston.